As a young person, one of the things that may be deterring you from starting a business may be lack of capital, lack of experience, and sometimes even just which idea do you start with. In this particular video, I want to share with you some business ideas that you can get into as a young person so that we also stop waiting for the government to give us jobs. We start making money with these particular businesses. Depending on how much you have and how much experience you have, there'll be a wide range of businesses in this particular video. Let's get those credits rolling. Business number one is content creation. If you are young, 18 to 24, even younger than 18, then content creation is something you should think about because it is probably the one with the lowest barrier to entry. There's TikTok, there's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook as well, Snapchat. All these social media platforms always want user-generated content, and the users who are going to generate content are those who those platforms actually speak to. For instance, the average age of TikTok users is much lower than what you'll see on other platforms, and this is a place that you can be able to get into and really make good money. I will do a dedicated video on how to be able to make money on TikTok. That is coming soon. Probably be here or probably just take it on TikTok. But this is a platform where you can be able to go, and with just 1,000 followers, you can start making money on that platform. Here on YouTube, there are several videos that I've done on how to get started on YouTube. I'll place one up here in the card so that you can be able to watch it. It's simple. Get an audience, get paid. And if you want to really succeed in this area, you need to always be adventurous and look at also what other people are doing and do something with your own spin. This can be from vlogs, challenges, pranks. All these things are available for you as a young person to do so that you can start making money. As you grow your audience, look at how you can be able to start approaching brands, or brands will approach you. There's a site called Twitter, another one called Wowzy, which actually do something with creators as well. And these are brands that you can be able to work with, or even do something associated with a brand, tag them on it. If they like it, they could pay you, or they can think about you the next time they are doing a promotion or a campaign. So business number one is content creation on social media. Business number two has to do with social media management. This is a little different from the first one because now, instead of just doing it for yourself, you can actually approach people or businesses who would not have enough time to spend online to be able to do all these things so that you do it for them. You will find your parents, people who are your parents' age, they're not very tech savvy, but when you come in, you can actually just help them shoot the content, help them upload, and you can manage their social accounts for free. There are so many sites that you can be able to do this for them. This is a good way of getting a recurring income, because if you get 3 businesses to actually pay you something like 5,000 or 10,000 in a month, you're probably getting between 15,000 and 30,000 a month. This is a good recurring income, and then you can even use the social media schedulers to put out the content ready for posting. So you write all the copy maybe on a Sunday and you have posts every single day of the week. That is possible on Facebook, on Instagram. There are other platforms like Hootsuite which you can be able to do tweets from. There are platforms like Later where you can be able to even plan your Instagram content on. This is all available to you relatively free, and the time that you're spending is all that you want to be paid for. You can actually do this and scale this. Business number 3 has to do with web design. Now, when I was starting off, there were so many sites that I had to look at, and some of them, most of them, you had to pay something in order to work with them.
That's where the sponsor of this video comes in. Odoo is offering an opportunity for you to create your website or e-commerce site for free. You get hosting and support included, and then you also get a custom domain name free for 1 year. Imagine with all this, you can be able to get clients who need websites done. You make it happen on Odoo, and you make your money super easily because the website builder is really drag and drop. You just need to put in one part to correspond to another, and you do not need to be an expert coder in order to make use of it. What you do, go to the first link in the description below and sign up on Odoo, and you can actually start a business on creating websites for yourself and make money.
And then there are so many templates depending on what kind of business you're doing. So if you're doing web design as a service, then you can actually bring your clients here and create a website for them for free, get them a domain for free, but at the back end you can charge them for all these services, and yearly they would pay that renewal fee because on the second year now the domain is paid for, but the website is still free. All this content that you are doing online, you can also bring it here. If you're planning to start an email list, you can start it here. All these are things that you can be able to do on the Odoo site. This is something that I believe should help so many young people. If you want to start getting clients online, then I'd recommend using Odoo. That's what I'm using. You can use it too. The next business that you can get into as a young person is a car wash business. Now, I know so many petrol stations do this, but the way I want you to think about it is on Sunday, especially in the big churches that people go to, there are so many cars that are there. If you're a member of that particular church, then this can be a business that you get into so that while the service is going on, then you can actually provide this service. By the time guys are coming out of church, their cars are clean, you get paid. You can even get an MPESA deal for this particular business, but it's a really simple business because the water that you would need to use is in the church itself. All you'll need is just labor for you and your friends who are actually doing this. You need some cleaning items as well. This is really simple. This should be really, really cheap. The more affordable you can make it for yourself to be able to start this business, the better, because you can be able to scale this even more as you get your friends every single Sunday to be helping you with this. You can even take this a step further and start looking at big offices where you can be able to start doing this for people. Do a simple car wash wherever the cars are. This is a way of generating money. Always look at how can you be able to add value to that particular customer. If they don't have time to go to the car wash, let the car wash come to them. That's the next business. The next business is photography and video. Now, the reason I've put it a little later in the video is because its expense is a little higher, but I have a trick for you. What you can be able to do if you have the money, start by buying your own camera. This can be from around 20,000 to 100,000 depending on how much you have. But if you don't have this money, then there is still a way that you can be able to do this business. There are businesses in your town which may be offering camera hire services. This can be an easy way for you to get into the business, so that now what you do is factor in the amount that you're going to spend to hire that particular camera, pass that cost to the client so that you can be able to recoup that, and at the end of the day you take back the camera to its owner and you get your money that is on top. The more money you can be able to make, the better. Of course, with time you will raise your prices, but As you're starting off, look at how you can be as affordable as possible so that people can use your services and people can give you jobs. At the same time, you are also learning from YouTube, from the experience that you're getting. This can be a good way of you making money. And if you have only 1,000 shillings, and I recommend you watch this video that is showing up here, and I'll see you in the next one.